Hello guys! There have been some interesting news from G20 summit in Japan. In recent weeks, President Donald Trump has thrown the ire of security hawks in Congress for suggesting he could trade away his blacklisting of Huawei Technologies to secure a trade deal with China. On Saturday, he took a big step toward doing just that, signaling that he cares more about selling US products into China than embarking on a clash of civilizations advocated by some top advisors. In the long run, those businesses' instincts may say more about where United States-China ties are headed than his deal with President Xi Jinping to suspend any new tariffs and resume trade talks. Trump's moves last month to cut off supplies to Huawei, one of China's most celebrated companies, marked a major escalation on his confrontation with Beijing after he raised tariffs following a collapse in trade talks, putting the company on a Commerce Department entity list normally reserved for rogue regimes and affiliated businesses, was seen as the latest sign of United States and China were tumbling into a new technological Cold War. That clash between the world's biggest economies will still may happen, and is viewed as inevitable by many in Beijing and Washington, but Trump on Saturday sounded much more optimistic about the future, even appearing to rebut the notion in his administration repeated 2 days ago by acting Defense Secretary Mark T. Esper that China is a long-term strategic competitor. "I think we are going to be strategic partners," Trump said when he asked by a Chinese journalist how he viewed China. "I think we can help each other," he added. "If the right deal is structured, we can be great for each other." Trump announced on Saturday that he was holding fire on his threats to add new duties to further $300 billion in imports from China, which has led to a public revolt by United States business making everything from video game consoles to tennis balls. He said his concerns for now was helping out United States companies who have lobbied against the Huawei blacklisting. "I like a company selling things to other people," Trump said. His remarks in a freewheeling 73 minutes press briefing in Osaka recalled his landmark summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un last year in Singapore. At that time, Trump backed away from his threats of fire and fury that stoked worries of nuclear war and instead spoke about North Korea's economic potential, even suiting its potential for great real estate deals. Few details. Still, like his North Korean strategy, Trump's remarks on China left plenty of unanswered questions. Trump said he will decide in the coming days whether to actually remove Huawei from the commerce blacklist, adding that he was talking about equipments where there's no great national security problem. He also said China had committed to resume purchases of farm and other products from the United States as part of Truce to relaunch negotiations, but offered few details. Even when talks might resume, or how long he will allow them to continue, remained a mystery, as was the question of whether China would address American complaints it had reneged in a wide range of commitments the recent United States officials gave for cutting off talks in early May. "This doesn't mean that there's going to be a deal," Trump told reporters of the agreement to resume discussions, "but they would like to make a deal, I can tell you that." China reacted to Trump's comments with cautious optimism, indicative of a government that got burned last year for prematurely celebrating the end of trade tensions. "We will of course welcome this if those words are put into action," Chinese diplomat Wang Xiaolong said in a briefing in the G20 when asked about Huawei. Huawei was more positive on its verified Twitter account. U-turn? Donald Trump suggests he will allow Huawei to once again purchase United States technology. Direction in Washington will almost certainly be less positive. Beyond the Huawei move, nothing that has happened in Japan indicated that the United States and China were near a resolution on a growing list of grievances. According to Scott Kennedy, a China expert of the Center for Strategic and International Studies, "This is candy for markets, but it doesn't really get us closer to resolving our deep differences," he said. And despite the olive branch to China, Trump still has plenty of leverage over Beijing and Huawei. The administration has an executive order in place banning United States purchases of Chinese telecommunications gear and has moved to restrict China's access to American technology in areas such as artificial intelligence and robotics. Trump also kept in place the import taxes he raised to new heights in recent weeks. Since the talks broke down May the 10th, the two sides have imposed a fresh wave of tariffs on each other, affecting more than half of the merchandise trade between the two countries. An agreement that retains most of the tariffs and simply restarts talks in one thing, said Chad Brown, who served on President Barack Obama Council of Economics Advisors and is now the Peterson Institute for International Economics. But a deal that removes the bulk of the tariffs, now covering $360 billion of trade, and gets China on the path of reforming its economy. That has been made much tougher by Trump's own escalating of tension over the last 2 months. A big concession. China hawks close to the Trump administration quietly say Trump has recently done more to threaten China's hold on manufacturing and tech supply chains than any prior president. Slowly, they argue, Trump is raising the heat on China and ending decades of unnecessarily pliant behavior by American presidents in the face of a rising rival. Others close to the administration insist Trump is more of a pragmatist than ideologue when he comes to China, that will eventually lead to a deal. They insist because it's in Trump's political interest. Peace will sell better at the 2020 polls than a grinding economic war. Trump's move Saturday to concede ground on Huawei adds to the evidence he would rather cut deals than start wars. This is a big concession into China, said Wendy Cutler, a veteran United States trade negotiator now at the Asia Society, and it is unclear what United States got in return.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe. See you.